We have 1.34 billion population, and we have to ensure that they are supplied with energy, whether it's petrol, diesel. We were the only country in the world which, at the time when we were feeding 800 million people 3 meals a day, which we are still doing, the government reduced its revenue in order to make sure that prices at the petrol bunk didn't go up. So we have 60 million people going to the petrol bunk.
There is no moral conflict with buying Russian oil?
Oh, absolutely none. Absolutely none. There is no moral conflict. I mean, somebody wants to take an ideological position. Well, but we don't buy from X or Y. We buy whatever is available, and I don't do the buying. It's the oil companies who do the buying.
Let's be quite clear about this. India is a backdoor into Europe for Russian oil at the moment. You're talking about the... Hang on, let me just finish. You're talking about the oil that comes in and is used for... And you say there's no moral issue with this in providing energy for 1.4 billion people. But let's be quite clear. Russian oil is imported, it is refined, and then it is exported to Europe, sir.
That was done by some private sector companies, not by the OMCs. Who buys Russian oil, where it is refined?
You're not denying that's happening.
No, there's no question. We have nothing to do with that. First of all, the government doesn't do the buying. Let me be very clear. Oil trade is conducted by economic entities. All right. Today I met the minister from Guyana. They've got a production. Come, we'll buy from there. We're buying from Canada. Do you know something? I bought last year from the United States $20 billion worth, which is almost half of what I buy from OPEC. No, we will buy oil, gas from wherever we can get it.
What if the EU or the US were to ask India specifically to halt Russian oil purchases?
I'll tell you something. First, you should address that question to the EU or to the United States. I'm telling you, because if India did not buy, or someone else didn't buy Russian oil, and if Russian oil were to go off the market, what would happen to international prices? These people would turn around, and then the same, somebody's cutting supply, we have more people buying it, the price will go up to $200.
Minister, with respect, I'm asking you a simple question. If the EU or the US were to ask India to halt Russian
I don't address hypothetical questions. If the EU wants to come up with something, they will talk to us. We will examine what's in it. So what is on offer now? We have a situation where Hungarian oil can come in through a pipeline and it's exempt from the so-called price cap. Chinese oil goes through, Russian oil goes to China through the pipeline, it is exempt. Japan can buy it. So I'd like to find out whom the price cap is aimed at.
Okay.
And we'll have a good, robust discussion on that.
Because does India have a backup plan should the West tighten sanctions on Russia?
First of all, we have many backup plans, first of all, and I don't look at the way you are looking at it. We have had healthy discussions going on with the West, the United States, and the Europeans. I think this is something you're creating in a TV studio.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Well,
you know the narrative is out there. I am just crossing.
I have just come back from the United States. Do you know what happened in my bilateral discussions with me? No, I don't have to. It's frivolous conversation. But I don't feel it. I've said on record, not only now to you, Andy, but to you earlier and to it. We don't feel any pressure. Modi's government doesn't feel the pressure. We are the 5th largest economy in the world.